the truth is, most women cry more from breakups because of all the sexual styles they have done. Not necessarily because of anything per se, but you think about all the sex you have done, how they have hung you on the roof, and how they put you on the burglary. Sex can be likened to an icing on a cake. This means that some people can eat cake without icing on it, whereas a lot of other people will never taste cake except the icing is well on that cake. Now, this only means that some people can date you without sex involved, without you bringing your nyash, whereas a lot of other people will never want to have anything to do with you if you're not going to bring your nyash, which is sex, on a platter of gold. You want to find out why? Come with me. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you are just seeing this video, do not forget to subscribe so you do not miss out on all of the interesting things I would always talk about. Also, share to all of your friends because this topic is very, very important. And to my old subscribers, mwah, I always love you and thank you for rooting for me. Now let's get into the business of today. So here is my story and how God saved me. I met a guy and we connected so well. And like 3 months, we connected so well and we just begin the date. But I tell him, say, no sex. And he's like, okay, no problem. But it was God saving me. Do you know that in these 3 months of dating, 4 months of dating, I discovered that this guy is not the kind of guy that will take care of a woman. According to him, he said if he gets married to a woman, that his only responsibility is to pay rent, take care of the children. That his wife's needs are her problem. In fact, this one even talks, say, at some point, we could even share house rent. Ha! With who? Me and you share rent. Like, me will get it. Like, I can't believe it. It's just something that I know I couldn't deal with. I don't like those kind of men. Yes, I am financially stable by the grace of God. But oh no, who want the follow man? They begin to share house rent. No. And then that was not all. I also discovered that his parents said he must marry Yoruba. And me, I'm not Yoruba. So many other things I discovered about the guy, that this guy is not 100% genuine, is not transparent. Now imagine saying that 4 months why they did this guy. I don't give him all the backy, all the 365 days and the 50 shades of grey. Now bitter tears. So that was how God saved me. I saw his personality and my own does not go well together. He's not a guy. He's not a guy that believes in women doing their stuff and making it and everything. You understand? He was this kind of guy that was always self-centered, concerned about himself. He wanted to ask him how was his day and everything. He was not investing in finding out about my life and things I wanted to do. And that kind of guy is definitely not for me. I like a man that pushes me forward, a man that is comfortable staying at the back. I'm pushing the woman, a man that is asking me, what do I want to do futuristically? What are my plans in the next 5 years? Ask me about my job. But that's what I was doing for him, but he wasn't doing for me. But thank God, I found out this in 4 months. And these 4 months, we did not have any sexual anything. Imagine, say, I don't give her all this time in the world. Or more after breakfast show. If I know for you, although I miss having breakfast, yeah. But at least that saved me, my yash. I kept my vagina intact. The way I come the relationship, I left very well. That nothing shook me. That's exactly what I'm trying to make you understand. Exactly what I'm trying to make you understand, that you need to get to know people for who they are and get to know if there is compatibility between yourself and the person before you start investing your nyash. Because trust me, investing sex is another type of work. Even if you say sex after marriage, that's okay. Sex before, whichever time you decide to bring the sex, get to know this person. Get to find out your compatibility rate. Is it okay? Your compatibility frequency. Do you guys reason the same way? Is it the kind of guy you love for yourself? Is it the kind of girl you want for yourself as a girlfriend, as a wife, or whatever the case might be? So these are the things that you need to look at. In this society we live in this 21st century, sex is one of the things or the language people understand clearly. And sex, like I said, can be likened to an icing on the cake. Now, if you observe, some people cannot really eat cake without icing on it. And a lot of people would only eat cake when there's ice. And now, let me tell you, without ice. Now, meaning if you take away sex from a relationship, some people's relationship will never stand. Why? Because first of all, it was built on sex. So therefore, they were not really totally interested in finding out the person's personality, which is the cake itself. The person's personality, the person's persona, the person's values, the person's belief. They don't want to know about that. They're just concerned about sex. They want to start with the sex and then find out this whole other aspect of the person later, which is the cake. And then you discover that last this person no good. This person no wulo. Yoruba go say wulo. This person no wulo, no even wise. This person no even get sense. This person beats woman. This person talks to women anyhow. This lady, she's so rude. This lady cannot cook. This lady cannot sweep. This lady cannot do this. This guy cannot do this. You didn't know why. You were just concerned about the sex. The sex. That's because you were concerned about the icing on the cake, which is deceptive. You see all this nyash, breast, dick, and everything, and looks. It will all go away. It will all fade away. It will fade away. Those things you were looking at, which are the physical attributes, and of course the sex, it will all fade away. Because when you have real life situations, trust me, that sex will not hold you guys together. Like I've always said, with all the sex people have been having since, yet the marriages are crashing, yet the relationship are not standing. That's to tell you need more than sex. So I like to believe that God wants us to know people better before you involve even the sex thing, which is okay when you get married. But I know this topic is a bit controversial because people will be like, you guys know what thing you want buy. And somehow, all right, in the society we live in, it's okay to want to know what thing you want buy. However, while in the process of wanting to know what thing you want buy, do not forget to check out the actual cake, which is the person's personality, what the person stands for. Check out the person's values and beliefs. Check out the person's values, beliefs, his orientation, how the person grew up, his personality, his persona. Look at those things first. Check it out. Those are things that I think you should look out for. And then, if you now decide to involve sex, it's going to be beautiful. When you start a new relationship, where you've not involved sex, there's this adrenaline of love you have. There's the way you feel about this person because you never knock up. You never see the person nyash. The person never see your nyash. The finish of nakedness never come. Yes. What does that mean? It means that there's this true love. That's the actual true love when that sex is not yet involved. But you see, when the sex is not involved, it go begin the I don't know, I won't speak that grammar. Not deteriorate, I think, or so. I don't know. The love go to reduce, it go to reduce, it go to reduce. It go to reduce, it go to reduce, it go to reduce. Like I said, the decision is yours to make. But I'm just telling you from my personal experience how God was able to save me from a 4 months relationship because I didn't invest my vagina, abuse sex or something at an early stage. And I think that was what God was trying to teach me. to how to love somebody genuinely even without sex involved, because you and I know that sex makes you think irrationally, right? It makes you think crazy. You don't see things for what they are. So that was how God saved me. Now I don't know anyone currently going through this, but you might be in that stage where you're feeling tempted, like, we just started dating, let's start knocking, or follow that narrative. They say, waiting one cast, go still cast, even if you bring your nyash first day or bring it last day. Yes, I agree, waiting one cast will cast, but then again, make it not be say you don't invest all your nyash finish for the thing don't cast. At least if you never invest your nyash or you never invest at all, and it cast, no go to pain you. Or don't go pain you now. Don't make they don't hang you for wall, hang you for tree, hang you for on top ring light, hang you for everywhere. Now don't act all the film finish for us. Then God discover say this person no bia. This person. At least if the person is even AS, you get to know early. If person SS, you got to know early. All these things you will know. So if you're going through this challenge right now of getting into sex early or getting into late, whichever one you're going through, just drop a comment below, right? For those of you currently having challenge and all of that, you're pressured, like, I want to go into your partner is making you feel like you don't love them because you've not involved sex yet. I just want to let you know that you're doing right. Don't let anyone pressure you. Don't let anyone give you headache your don't let anybody begin to headache you, like you have to put sex first. Go at your own pace. As a guy, as a girl, go at your pace. If you don't feel comfortable enough to get sex involved in the relationship yet, don't. If you feel comfortable, so be it. But I always say, make sure you know this person well enough before you begin to invest sex. I hope you've learned something today. All right, I hope you've learned something today from my personal experience. I hope you've learned something today. So I come your way next week with another juicy, interesting, banging topic. When you say banging, it sounds somehow. Okay. So I come your way next week with another interesting topic. So if you have a topic you feel like you want me to talk about, please drop a comment below. If you have any questions, please drop it below. This is Jessie Banks signing out with lots of love. Mwah. Mwah. Now I can sleep. Oh, now I can sleep. Oh, now I can actually go look for food. Bye, guys.